I found myself in a very odd position while watching this episode. As I've said many times in my episode reviews for Sk8 The Infinity, I really like Reki's character. I am a fan of Reki. I want to see Reki do well, and so I wanted to see him do well in his match against Adam. But Adam is my favorite character out of the entire show. So I didn't want to see Adam lose either. I know he's the villain, and we should want to see the villain lose. But every scene with Adam is just so damn fun. And so it's hard to root against the guy, or at least it is for me. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I am giving y'all subscriptions down below, so if you like Sk8 The Infinity, I review every episode, and I'll talk about their anime too. You don't miss anything, so go hit that button. Also, feel free to follow and hit me on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. I said in my video reviewing episode 10 that, wouldn't it be wild if by some way Reki was able to beat Adam and then go on to face Langa in the final match? That was something I proposed as some wild theory, as something that I didn't believe actually had a chance of happening. And then for a period of time during this episode, I really thought that Reki had a chance of winning. Not only had a chance, I thought he was going to win for a little while there. I thought he was really going to pull this race out of his ass and beat Adam. Now, of course, he didn't beat Adam. Adam came back with a vengeful fury and managed to win the race. But I really like the gamble of Reki basically betting on the rain and wearing the special wheels on his board that would allow him to skate better in the rain. I like that a lot better than if, they had all of a sudden given Reki some huge jump in skill. That wouldn't have made sense. It makes a lot more sense that he needed some huge gamble in order to be competitive with Adam, instead of all of a sudden just becoming a lot better at skateboarding and competing with Adam that way. That wouldn't have made much sense. I would have disliked that a lot, but him betting on the rain, using special wheels and using that to his advantage and being competitive that way, I thought was very well done, and I was a fan of that development. Because from a skill perspective, we all know that Reki isn't on Adam's level, so it just wouldn't have made sense. From a story standpoint, it would have really sucked if all of a sudden Reki just came out with a much better skater all of a sudden and was on par with Adam and competed with him that way. No, he needed some kind of gamble. He needed something to swing in his favor, and he got that with the rain. Also, we do have to give Reki credit. He did pull off that ridiculous stunt of jumping off the side of the cliff. So it's not like he was only in contention because of the rain. He did pull off some ridiculous shit. And I think it was important that we saw him pull off some ridiculous shit, because now we know he is at least capable of doing stuff like that. So with a renewed motivation, maybe Reki can eventually get to the same level as someone like Langa, now that we know he has that potential. Because before, we didn't know if he was even capable of doing stuff like that, and now that we know he is. I really did not like watching Adam just look so uncool in his race against Reki. I can't think of a better way to put it. He just looked lame, especially after he whiffed when trying to hit Reki with his skateboard and just fell flat on his face. I'm not used to seeing Adam look so out of control and just defeated. Even though he won the race, he just looked so defeated. He was covered in mud. He was so upset that Reki even was able to compete against him. And he took losing to Reki personally. He was about to go put hands on Reki because that's just how frustrated he was after losing the race. And I just don't like seeing Adam in that way. He is my favorite character. In almost every scene he's been in, he's just looked so cool and composed and in control. And that just wasn't him in this episode. It was a big deviation from what we've seen of his character so far. And I, for one, wasn't a fan of it just because I like his character so much. I think Adam is the best part of Sk8 The Infinity. He is a ridiculous villain for a show with a ridiculous premise, and I love his character so much. So I just wasn't a fan of seeing him look so out of control and seeing him look so lame, for lack of a better way to put it. But he is the villain, so this was bound to happen at some point. I just didn't like seeing it. But with that, guys, that's all I have for you on this one. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments. We can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. And again, feel free to follow and hit people on Twitter at DadDudeAnime. And I'll see you guys in the next one.